Mr. Sanjay Kapur from ACMA joins us for a quick chat. Remember, they are organizing their auto components expo, and which is a very busy event for the auto component industry to say so. And plus, owing to the companies and of course the industry's performance, I'm sure Sanjay would be a happy man to speak to us. Thank you, Sanjay, for joining us. Congratulations and New Year greetings to you.
Thank you and Happy New Year to you too.
And tell us about what to expect from the Components Expo. What are your expectations? How much investments are you looking at? It's been a phenomenal year for the industry. But tell us about the expo first.
So, we're having the expo after 3 years, after a gap of 3 years. So, we will see a lot of participation. We've already got 800 member companies actually participating. We've had to actually stop the number of companies because there's so many more companies wanting to participate. Unfortunately, we ran out of space. So that's how popular this show is. We will definitely see a lot of new and future technologies being displayed. A lot has happened over the last 3 years. We've been through a lot of disruption in our industry as a whole. I feel that there will be a lot of new technologies that people will be able to see. It's a great opportunity for customers to visit their suppliers, the supply base, and a lot of customers people from a lot of foreign countries will visit India, will visit the auto show, are excited about learning what technologies companies in India are investing in, and what the future of mobility looks like from the component side. So I feel it's going to be a very exciting show. There's going to be a lot of potential and opportunities for business growth. We've got a lot of international purchase offices coming and visiting, along with OEMs, tier ones. So it's going to be an exciting show. We're looking forward to it.
So these expos and the shows are actually a great way for foreigners, foreign people to come over and have a inter-country exchange and technology exchange of people. So how much anticipation are you in with respect to technology exchange, and how much inquiries have you got so far? Could you give us a number on the partner countries or any details you could have?
So we've got partner countries. We've got Japan, we've got Germany, we've got 6 partner countries that are, visiting, and there's a lot of other countries that are coming. May not be partner countries, but are participating. I feel that the opportunity is going to be great in terms of even technology partnerships. At ACMA, we've been working very hard in the last year to bring technology partnerships from different countries to the component industry, and I think we're seeing the excitement around that, and therefore we'll see more countries participate. We were in Japan, we were in the US, in Germany, in England, in the UK. The UK is another partner country. And we'll see. We took delegations of companies from India. We saw great participation there, and we hope to see that similar participation. And we hope that this translates into transfer of technologies and joint venture opportunities.
Absolutely. 34.8% growth in the first half of FY23. How are you anticipating the rest of the year? And what do you think accounts to this growth? Do you think the electric vehicle revolution or the passenger vehicle demand revolution? What are you looking at here?
So I'd say, definitely EV is a growth factor globally. However, in India, we've seen a growth in the passenger car as well as commercial vehicle segments. And, we hope to see that continue. We've had a good festive season. We saw two-wheelers come back up, though we saw a little bit of a dip in December, which we hope revives again in January. And we hope that the growth can continue if nothing extra or out of the ordinary happens. If there are no supply chain disruptions, there are no lockdowns, etc., nothing, like I said, extraordinary or out of the ordinary happens, we hope to see the growth continue.
Right. Three global events I like to highlight quickly, as of course the Russia-Ukraine war, the recession fears, and of course the COVID situation in China. Are these a cause of concern, and what are you doing for the industry to cushion itself so that the impending fears really do not catch up and the growth momentum continues?
So, as an industry, we're very resilient. We have been through COVID. We have learned how to manage businesses in the time of COVID. And we hope that those lessons have taught us well. And we hope that the lessons that globally we've learned have taught us well. So as long as there are no lockdowns, and supply chain disruptions. In that sense, we should be okay. With regard to the conflict, I don't know what, where the end of that is. We will definitely see some schedule changes in Europe, or we're already seeing them because of the fact that the conflict hasn't, died down or hasn't stopped. So that is a challenge for us. And again, for us, it's about building scenarios, about being resilient. Fortunately, the macros in India are good. The macros in India are strong. Balance sheets are not highly levered, and therefore we should be able to, ride this wave out and hope that growth continues.
Right. The imports from China also, I think, remains a concern for the industry. Nearly 17% growth, if I'm not mistaken. So, how are you tackling that? What components do you think really need to be more futuristic in India and not be really troubling the Indian industry, and so that we can reduce ultimately the imports from China?
So again, we talked about this. The imports from China are mostly towards electronics, and that's something that we as an industry are investing in heavily. We're looking to localize electronics. We're working very closely with other industry bodies like CM. We're working closely with OEMs. We're working closely with the government of India, with the Ministry of Heavy Industries. Actually, they're very supportive of what we want to do in terms of localization of electronics. And as soon as we can, or as we go on and localize more electronics, we will reduce our dependence on imports. And that's really the key to our growth.
It was my last two set of questions. How are exports looking like? Again, good growth momentum, but yes, still needs to be better. What is the association doing with respect to boosting further exports?
Well, exports, are very dependent on what happens in the economies outside of India and globally. If the US goes into a recession, which they're talking about, then we will see an impact on exports. Fortunately for us, the domestic industry is growing very well, so we should see a little bit of a balance there. So today, the first half saw $10.1 billion of export and $10.1 billion of import. So it's leveled. Last year, of course, we had a trade surplus in terms of exports. We had 19 billion and 18.3 billion in terms of imports. This year, so far, we've seen an equal, which is also a positive because earlier we've been a net importer. So we hope that this trend continues. We hope again that we can localize more and therefore drop our dependence on imports.
Right. Budget is around the corner. What are your expectations from the union budget? Is there any particular policy, PLI scheme, or FAME incentive scheme that you're looking to further boost the industry?
So we're very, fortunate that we've had good incentive schemes by the government. The PLI scheme and the FAME 2 and the FAME incentive schemes are phenomenal and very growth oriented. Our ask really is to standardize GST, and that's really all we're asking for as a component industry.
Well, you're appreciative of the government, but yes, asking for the GST reduction. But that was Sanjay Kapur talking about how he's being bullish on the country's automotive space and with respect to import and export of the components in India.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.